Most people think they have an income problem. They believe that if they just earned more, they would be free. But they are wrong. They don't have an income problem. They have a leakage problem. They are working for a partner who takes 40% of their effort without ever lifting a finger. That partner is the government. While the masses complain about the tax man, the elite are smiling because they know something you don't. To the average person, taxes are a bill. To the wealth strategist, taxes are a choice. There is a hidden world of legal loopholes, offshore structures, and asset protection that the 1% use to build an impenetrable shield around their money. This isn't about breaking the law. It's about mastering it. It's about transforming from a taxpayer into a tax architect. Today, we are pulling back the velvet curtain. We are looking at the cold strategy of the CPAS and tax strategists who ensure the rich stay rich and how they turn the tax code into a manual for wealth creation. If you are tired of being the most expensive employee of the state, subscribe. We don't talk about saving money here. We talk about ruling it. Let's look at the shield. Section 1. The code is the map. The average accountant looks at what happened last year and files a return. That's compliance. The tax strategist looks at what you're doing next year and rewrites the outcome. That's war. The tax code is not a book of rules. It's a book of incentives. The government wants you to build houses, create jobs, and invest in energy. If you do what they want, they give you a discount. The strategist doesn't find deductions. They engineer them. They transform personal expenses into business investments and liabilities into tax-free assets. They aren't counting your money. They are positioning it like soldiers on a battlefield. They understand that the tax code is written by the rich for the rich. It is a roadmap for growth disguised as a burden for the uneducated. To the strategist, every paragraph is a door. You just need the right key to unlock it. But deductions are only the beginning. To truly protect an empire, you must understand the cold logic of where your money actually lives. Section 2. Jurisdictional Arbitrage. The rich do not live in one country. Their bodies might be in London or New York, but their money is in a tax haven of the mind. This is the art of jurisdictional arbitrage. A tax strategist views the world as a buffet of laws. Why pay 35% in one jurisdiction when you can pay 0% in another? They use flag theory, the strategy of placing your business in one country, your bank in another, and your residency in a third. They create a digital ghost of your wealth, making it impossible for any single government to claim a majority of your harvest. They use holding companies in Estonia, trusts in the Cook Islands, and foundations in Panama to create layers of anonymity and protection. This isn't dodging taxes. It's choosing the most favorable environment for your capital to breathe. In the digital age, borders are for people, not for money. But even the best structure can be breached if the assets inside are exposed. You need to build a wall that no lawsuit or audit can climb. Section 3. The Asset Protection Fortress. In the world of the ultra-wealthy, it's not about what you own, it's about what you control. The tax strategist's mantra is simple. Own nothing, control everything. If a lawsuit hits your name, you lose. If a lawsuit hits an LLC owned by a trust, owned by a foundation, the predator finds nothing but a brick wall. The strategist uses equity stripping and complex lien structures to make your assets look worthless on paper while they remain fully operational in your hands. They build a fortress where the gate is locked from the inside, and the taxman doesn't even have a key. They understand that the greatest threat to wealth isn't just taxes, it's litigation and inflation. By wrapping assets in protective shells, they ensure that the bloodline's wealth is never diluted. They are the guardians of the legacy, the ones who stand at the gate and say no to anyone trying to take a piece of what you've built. Once the fortress is built and the leakage is stopped, the final stage of the strategy is the most powerful, the Perpetual Wealth Engine. Section 4. The Step Up. The ultimate goal of a wealth strategist is to ensure that the government never sees a cent, even when you die. This is the Perpetual Wealth Engine. Most families lose their wealth in 3 generations because of inheritance taxes. The strategist eliminates this. They use step-up in basis and generation-skipping trusts to pass billions down without a single dollar being lost to the state. They turn your life's work into an immortal entity that continues to grow, compounding forever, outside the reach of the taxman's shovel. This is how dynasties like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds remain relevant for centuries. They aren't just saving you money today. They are ensuring your great-grandchildren are born into a world you designed. They turn the cold strategy of math into the warm reality of a family empire. This is the highest level of the game. This is where accounting becomes art. You see the shield now. You know why the gap between the rich and the poor is widening. It's not about hard work. It's about hard strategy. You have 2 choices. You can continue to work for the government as their most loyal, unrewarded partner. Or you can start building your shield. The tax code is 70,000 pages of opportunities. Most people will never read one. But you are not most people. You've seen the blueprint of the titans. The wealth strategist is the difference between a life of just enough and a life of limitless. The city is filled with people paying full price for their existence. Will you be one of them, or will you join the elite who understand that wealth is a game of defense? Build the shield. Protect the empire. If you're ready to stop the leakage, leave a shield in the comments. Check the description for our resources on high-stakes tax strategy and asset protection. The elite have their plan. It's time you had yours. Get to work.